What's going on, guys? This is the Experienced Optimist, and today I want to talk about man's worst enemy, the male ego. And I'm going to start this video off by reading an article entitled Empowerment in Protecting the Male Ego, in which the author comes to realize that by controlling a man's ego, she can have power over the man and ultimately control him. To be male means to be strong and powerful. To be male means to be hardworking and in control. To be male means to be needed by women. Men generally consider that women require a male presence in their lives for various reasons. That they need men in their everyday life to carry out the menial tasks that they, as females, couldn't possibly undertake. For instance, men earn a living in the public sphere to provide for their wives at home, caring for the children, and cleaning their houses. Women should not strive to work outside the home. Should they do such a thing, the male species would be at a loss. What purpose would men serve then? Upon consideration of this, I began to realize the power women truly have over men. By the definition of the word, a man will only feel superior to a woman if he believes he is better and more capable than she is. Therefore, when women break the stereotype, the man is insecure in himself and unsure of what his role is. In this sense, women have a lot of power. We have power to allow men to feel needed, even when they may not be. In an episode of the 70s show that I recently came across, a 17-year-old girl is scolded by her mother for not allowing her boyfriend to feel like the man in the relationship. She goes on to explain that while making your own ability seem lesser for the benefit of the man seems anti-feminist, it is in itself an act of feminism. Allowing oneself to appear weaker and more fragile in front of a man is a means by which one can gain a great deal of control. While he believes you require his strength and/or varying abilities, you are in fact permitting him to feel this way. The power is in the hands of the woman to determine the outcome of the situation. In this way, the man believes he has a great deal of power. In reality, however, any power he believes he might have has been granted to him by the woman. In this way, it can just as easily be taken away. And this is the problem that the male ego has when dealing with women. See, women are highly skilled at making men believe that they are being controlled or dominated by the man, when ultimately it is the man who is doing most of the work in the relationship. Women do this by manipulating a man's ego. I was listening to some YouTubers the other day, and they were explaining how to use different types of game to keep their women in line. For the most part, women love to let a man believe that they are with him because of game or he is superior in some way. This soothes the male ego and makes him believe that he is special. One of the biggest ways a woman can control a man is to make him believe he is better than every other man on the planet. The man in constant competition with others always wants to believe this lie with every fiber of his being. This sets the man up to be taken advantage of in the future as a woman sees fit. Like I mentioned in other videos, women are very skilled at stepping outside of their relationships. Once the man believes that he has so much game that his wife would never cheat, this is the time when she will often cheat. However, not only may she cheat, she may also get money, psychological gratification, and attention from other men and sometimes women as well. Now, a lot of red pill aware guys in relationships will say, that will not happen to me. I'm too alpha. I'm too cool. I'm too whatever the hell. This is exactly where the woman wants her man. Cunning as she is, she wants him to be absolutely sure that she would never betray him. This is when a man, ironically, is at his weakest. Adrift in a sea of hubris and arrogance. The male ego blissfully unaware that he is being conned. I remember one time I was listening to this PUA guy, and he was explaining his experiences with women. And I believed him because I've come across the same experiences as well. So what happened was, he was a young guy. He wasn't getting any women. And then he started going out and trying to pick up women. And he got shot down all the time. Everyone knows how this goes. Anyone who's trying to pick up women. In the beginning, you get shot down a lot. But after a while, he became better at it. Just like if you're in sales, you become a better salesman. He became a better pickup artist. And he started to get more and more women. So one time, he had talked to one woman, got her back to her place. He had sex with her. And then the phone rang. And she picked up the phone and she told him to be quiet. She put her finger to her mouth, that's that signal to be quiet. And then she answered the phone. She said, "Hey, baby, how's it going?" It was her boyfriend. And she's like, "Hey, how you doing? I love you," and all this nonsense like women usually do. And then the pickup artist guy, he said that's when he realized that he went from being the guy who would be calling on the phone to talk to his girlfriend to the guy who's banging the guy's girlfriend behind his back. And see, that's the thing that happens in relationships a lot. The guy will feel that his woman would never stray, that she will always love him. But women use relationships as their base of operation. It is hard for the male ego to accept, but one man will never meet all of a woman's needs. I'll say that again. One man will never meet all of a woman's needs. Now, all the alpha guys out there are like, nah, that's not true. But that's nonsense. In a woman's mind, what is better than one man? Two men. And what is better than two men? Three men or more. Sure, she would love to settle down with Brad Pitt, but if she can have Brad Pitt, George Clooney, and Colin Farrell, and no one will find out about it, she would choose the latter. Now, someone will say, "Oh, experienced optimist, you're being too cynical. My game is airtight. I'm as alpha as they come." I will bet anybody $1,000 that if I take that guy's girlfriend or wife, give her an all-expense paid trip to Las Vegas to see Chippendales, Thunder from Down Under, and all of the other male exotic dancer reviews that they have in Vegas. Give her the opportunity to be with one of the dancers from the show without anyone ever finding out, and I'm willing to bet she will sleep with one of those guys, if not more. The fact that she gets with the guy has nothing to do with you. I'm going to say that again, because a lot of guys don't really understand that. The fact that she gets with the guy, cheats with the guy, whatever, has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with what she wants in the moment. This is what the male ego does not understand. You can be the greatest guy on the planet. The woman, having placated her man's ego, is able to indulge as much as she wants. And the best part about her actions is she can rationalize it all away or blame you if necessary. It is, quite frankly, a win-win situation for the woman. Just as the great Black Ram 313 has often stated, and you should check out his channel, great channel, one of the best. Just as the great Black Ram 313 has often stated, the woman in this society cannot lose. But if you like this video, give a thumbs up, like, subscribe, check out other MGTOW channels, and I will talk to you later. What's going on?